and folks are still coming in. Right now, we have 57 folks in the room. This is the March meeting of the NRHS Wisconsin chapter. Um, I'll say welcome to you all. We'll get started real shortly. Our presenter will be Edward Kohler, presenting the railroads of Otto Mears and a visit to the Cumbres and Toltec. Next month, Bob Gallegos. And then in April, we have five presenters lined up for our slideshow. So this is going to be a good one. And then in May, our joint meeting that we're going to do with the Northwest Illinois chapter of the NRHS. You guys, I wanted to have this going in the background as we were getting through our preamble meeting here, but unfortunately, when I did that, I couldn't see you guys, so I just wanted to put that on there. Gordon Smith is here. Dave Nelson here is here. Dean Savola is here. Gaylord Yost is here. Gary O is here. Greg Hamadas is here. NRHS Vice President Mr. White is here. Hello, Mr. White. Can you have some words from Tony? Do you have some words from on high?
Okay, well, unfortunately, on March 1st, we decided to cancel Rail Camp for this year.
Oh no.
It was a very tough decision to make, but because of the uncertainty, we had to go forward with that. And the convention planning is still ongoing for Wisconsin.
Good. Yes, we're still aiming for is it August 23rd through 28th in Milwaukee. And I know the convention committee has been working hard on securing a hotel and filling up an itinerary that's going to be delightful for everybody. And we thank the convention committee for their work on that. They've called me in to help on a couple things, and I'm really excited to be involved. And this word to our members, we will need a few volunteers to serve as car hosts, bus hosts, uh, that sort of thing. Um, as we get closer to the convention, we will have more details about that. Tony, anything else?
No, that's it for now.
Perfect. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you to everybody else as well. So with the 61 folks that are on here, I want to say hi and thank you again for all joining us. The housekeeping that we saw earlier, next month we're going to have uh, Bob Gallegos do his presentation on the slides that he's scanned over the pandemic. He's scanned over 25,000 slides, and he promises not to show us more than a couple hundred of them. So that would be good. And then a slideshow in April 20th as well. So welcome to you all. And here's the important news of the day. Today is Vice President Keith Schmidt's birthday. So will we all give Keith a round of applause? Happy birthday, Keith. Um,
Thank you very much.
I don't know that you want us to sing. I don't think that'll work since we're not here, but we're not in person. But I'm seeing a lot of reactions in lots of applause and thumbs up. So that's awesome.
Well,
Um,
thank you. I'm 21 with 36 years experience. So
excellent, excellent. And we do have some new members that I want to take a moment to acknowledge since our last official meeting a month ago. And namely, that's Thomas Harris from Rockford, Illinois. Thomas Fleming from Madison. He's on the call with us tonight. Um, Terry Peterson from Rockton, Illinois. Jim Albrink, he's another one, and he's my neighbor in Cedarburg. He's on the meeting with us tonight. And Jim, good to see you here tonight. Philip Schmier from Dunsmuir, California. I haven't seen him check in. Jeff Terry from Newport, Minnesota is a new member. Robert Schreiner from Wadsworth, Illinois is a new member. Welcome, Rob Schreiner. Don't think he's on with us yet. Who else do we have? Matt Godinsky, a new member. Matt Godinsky from Des Plaines, Illinois. Welcome, Matt. Jerry Pfeiffer from Loves Park, Illinois. Jerry's also the president of the NWI chapter. Welcome to our chapter, Jerry. And then Robert Hillman of Mount Prospect, Illinois, is our most recent new member, at least since the last time we checked our PayPal and our PO box, and we do believe that there are a couple of other folks who've sent their money in, and it's waiting for us in the PO box. And Robert Hillman just walked in the room, missed us telling him congratulations for becoming our most recent new member. So Robert Hillman, I'll say it again, you are our most recent new member, and welcome to the Wisconsin chapter of the NRHS. Just another reminder, Purva Bahadur, he was one of our slideshow presenters a couple months ago. He has a thing, he's involved with the Rail Enthusiasts Society in India, and he has a, are sponsoring a 2-day, all-day meeting that starts at noon India Standard Time, Saturday, tomorrow, which is actually 12:30 a.m. Central Time. So I know at least a couple of you are signed up to participate in that, and just wanted to mention that. And if it's something that tickles your fancy, perhaps you can check my earlier email on the details on that. I'm going to turn it over for 1 second to Ward Wells. Ward is a member of the Los Angeles. What's the name of the organization?
Well, let's just bring it up here, Mike, if you can. The Los Angeles Railroad Heritage Foundation, LARHF. Just a real quick plug. We're going to have in the run up to National Train Day on May 8th, we're going to have a Rail Fest via Zoom on the nights of May 4th through the 6th. And we're looking for presentations, any kind of presenter. If any of you are interested at all, we'd love to sign you up to do a quick Zoom presentation. We've seen so many good things. I talk about all the good things that I see here in the Wisconsin chapter, and so just thought I'd reach out and extend the offer that if anyone's interested or knows anyone who's interested, please get a hold of Mike, who'll get a hold of me, and we'll get you signed up. Thanks, Mike.
Perfect. Dave Nelson says he wants the sedan in that photo. Isn't that a
Yeah?
cool
What is that?
That's
What,
not a
anybody tell me?
sedan, that's a coupe.
It's a coupe. Or as they said back in the day, a coupe.
A coupe, yeah. It looks like people are. Half the people are looking at the coupe as they are at the engine. So
I'll bet it has a straight 8.
it's
Look at
long.
look at
huh?
the length of the hood.
Yeah, yeah, super long. Maybe a Pontiac. I can't tell from the side view.
Straight eights were generally Cadillacs.
Cadillac. Okay, so GM. Nice.
Well,
pretty cool. Well,
so
thanks, man.
maybe somebody else will do the research on that. So
Nice. Right on.
thank you for that announcement, Ward.
Yeah, thank you, Mike.
Again, I am sorry that I have missed so many people to acknowledge your presence in the house, but it is delightful to see all 67 of you here. Thank you all for being here. One question to our members, if I may ask, how's your Sparks and Cinders arriving? Does anybody have any issues? If you do have, please unmute and explain anything any problems you may have seen with Sparks and Cinders. I see Jim Rint holding up his Sparks and Cinders. It's in good shape. Somebody mentioned that this issue arrived with the flap open, but everything was okay. Again, if there are any concerns with the way Sparks and Cinders arrives at your destination, thanks, Ken Thompson. Good to hear that. Thank you, Jenny McCarthy. If anybody has any, please be in touch with us. We'll get you a replacement copy or do whatever needs to be done. So, and one of the reasons we went to those envelopes is to prevent damage in the mail. So, so that's a good thing. And again, I'll use this opportunity to shout out to our good friends Neil and Kathy Wegner for being our production and distribution team for Sparks and Cinders. Thanks, you guys. You're there with us every month, and we appreciate your help. As we appreciate Keith Schmidt, the birthday boy editor of the work that you do on Sparks and Cinders. So wonderful, wonderful on all that. And then before we get started, and sorry this is going on for so long, but I just did want to remind folks, if you are not yet a member of the Wisconsin chapter NRHS, it is oh so easy to join. Now simply go to our website. It's www.nrhswis.org. Click the Zoom link, and boom, you can PayPal us. It's amazingly simple. It fills in your name and address, so you don't even have to do that. If you are a member of the National NRHS, there is a field where you can tell us your NRHS member number, so we can confer all the benefits to you if you are a member of the National as well. So with that, I think now is a good time to turn this over to our presenter for tonight. I've gotten to know Ed Kohler over the past few months. Ed is an officer, a former director, former president of the Long Island Sunrise Trail chapter of the National Railway Historical Society. And I got to tell you, back in 1974 or so, that was the first chapter of the NRHS that I ever joined. I could not join until I turned 16, but the moment I was eligible, I did. And haven't been to a Long Island Sunrise Trail chapter meeting since about 1975 or 6. And then, of course, I got involved with this chapter. But then they started doing the Zoom meetings as well, and I immediately rejoined that chapter. As you know, I know that several people are members of other chapters, several people in our meeting here tonight, and you've joined the Wisconsin chapter, and we really appreciate your support to make this all possible. So I've joined my first meeting that I went to. They welcomed me back, and Ed actually remembered me from my previous tenure, so he's that old as well. So with that, I'm going to turn this over to Ed Kohler, our presenter for tonight, who's going to have some very interesting programs for us: the railroad lines of Otto Mears and a visit to the Cumbres and Toltec Scenic Railroad. Take it away, Ed Kohler.
Thank you very much, Mike. And by the way, I did get your memo this afternoon on how to prepare and deal with this. So I'm putting on the hat that you had suggested I wear for the presentation. And, and if I can make something nasty about the Chicago Bears, I will definitely try to do that during tonight's presentation. So enough said.
Excellent. And one more thing, and I apologize. I'm going to pause you for 1 second here. I'm going to turn the floor over I'm going to turn the floor over to Kate Kratville-Rinn, who has some news to share with us. Kate, are you still with us?
I am.
Okay, what can you tell us?
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Jim is doing really well. He was diagnosed 3 weeks ago with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. We didn't find it early, but we didn't find it late either. So he's in a really great clinical trial at Freighter Hospital with the big med school there. And he's in a really great place, great doctor. And we're really actually very hopeful for some good treatment. And there's certainly a lot of other people in a lot worse situations. We're feeling very blessed, and we have a lot of gratitude. And he's doing well. He's up sleeping, and I actually have to go get him so he can take his meds today. But he's doing well, and he's loving everyone's support. He put a message out on Facebook about it today and literally have like 600 comments to have to acknowledge. And we just thank everyone for your support and your prayers. And really, it's okay.
Well, Kate, I'm going to speak on behalf of the 67 people in the room tonight, and that we are all sending you support and love and good thoughts.
Thank you.
And obviously that's a tough diagnosis to have, but
Yeah,
as
it
you
is.
say, he's in a good place. So if there's great chance for improvement, he's going to get it there. So
Yeah, true.
again, thank you. I'm sorry, I meant to put you on a little bit earlier, but I'm glad we remembered. Now you can go give him his meds, and tell him that 67 people here in the meeting are pulling for him.
I will. Thank you.
Thanks, Kate.